Hello everyone, this is Radhika Chivkula, and today I'm going to talk about my project code for the project Helping Hands. So just to give you an high level overview of what the project is about. So Helping Hands is a company that's dedicated to helping people um, by arranging for blood donation camps and making it easier for people to get information about blood donation. So to solve this, we have created a platform, a website for everybody to access, where they can educate themselves about the different health benefits of blood donation, about the company, and also will be able to schedule a blood donation depending on their own flexibility and schedule, and just go physically and donate blood on the day of the donation and not waste any time standing in the queue or calling people to schedule an appointment. So let's talk about the code now. To see the code and to make enhancements or to make it or make some changes, all we need to do is we need to download Visual Studio first, and the download and installation instructions are already given in the project document, so you can follow those instructions and download and install the version of Visual Studio that complies with your machine's requirements, so OS versions, right? And once you have Visual Studio up and running on your machine, please download the solution .sln that is sent to you via Moodle, and open it up and load it here in Visual Studio. So once you load the project, this is how it's going to look like. It says solution HH, that is Helping Hands, the project. And if you scroll down, you will see different folders here for images for different web forms. And if you look at it, when it says .aspx, it's basically the web form extension. And we have many web forms here. So what does a web form mean for us, right? So when we have a web form, say contact.aspx or donate.aspx, right, or login.aspx, so this is nothing but the different functionalities or features that you are going to see on the website. So we have a login feature, right? So here is a login.aspx web form. So we are going to use a lot of web forms to create different functionalities or features on the website. So let's just dive right into the first version, basic.aspx. So this is nothing but the first page that anyone will be able to look at when they open the website, right? So this is for everyone to access. This just has information about the vision and mission statements, as you can see, and there's just information about the blood donation, the different health benefits, and options such as donate or login, or just generally about us, about the company. So once you go to the login page, once you click on the login option, it takes you a different page, a login page, from where you can also log in, or you can create an account, or you can sign up. So once you're successfully able to do that, when you successfully log in into the website, it's going to take you to an advanced page, which is right here, advanced.aspx. So once you go to the advanced page, what it's going to do is it's going to show you a couple more options, such as account profile, my profile, update my profile, or schedule an appointment. So that's just the basic difference between the first two main pages. And we have used Visual Studio. As we can see, we have C#, the code is written in C#, HTML, and CSS styles. So for this, we also have created a master page. Yes, you can see site1.master and site2.master. So these pages are nothing but the master pages that keep the font, the style, the CSS style, and everything else consistent across all the tabs of the website. So if you can see, this is the site1 master, which is basically the advanced version. If you can see, the main difference will be that here you have extra navigation URLs, so extra tabs such as profile and appointment, whereas in site 2, which is the basic which is the first page anybody can see, does not have login, does not have a schedule an appointment or an account profile URLs. So that's the major difference. And if you just scroll down, you'll be able to see the different HTML code, CSS code that we have used. You can see the different class we have, the different background ratio, background images we have used. And here in the form of a button, we have the donate blood now. So as you see on the website, there's a donate blood now button. So once you click on the button, it takes you to the schedule an appointment page. So similarly, we have all the code written here. You can just go through it, make changes, make enhancements, anything as you like. So for the images, you can create your own images, or you can use real images of people, or images that you can download from Google. Just get all those images and place it in this images folder, and once it is here, you will be able to directly just pull it out and use it. So from here you can see that there's a blood donation .jpg, there's a donate.jpg, there's a blood drop image. So there are different kinds of images that you can use. So now let's look at a couple of web forms here. Let's go right to the login.aspx. So as you can see, let's load it up. Let's give it a couple of seconds before it loads it up. So here is the login page, and you can see on the left side, you can see there's a server, explorer, and toolbox. So from the toolbox, if you click on it, you will be able to see the different options, action items that are available for us, like a pointer, like a button, calendar, checkbox, label, text box, images, hyperlinks, right? So you can just pull out the label, drag and drop here, and you can drag the text box, drag and drop again. You have different options such as data action items, there are validation action items, etc. So once you have done that, you can see login is the button here. Let's look at what this is doing. So .aspx.cs is the action that will happen once we define what the trigger is, right? So here the trigger will be, right, when somebody enters a login name, username, and a password. When they click on the login button, that is when we want an action to happen. So here, as this is C#, as you can see on the button login click. So when somebody clicks it, what we are saying is, we are asking, we are using SQL Server for the backend data as our database, as a relational database management system, because all the users' data needs to be stored somewhere in the form of tables, right, which we can use, we can join them, we can run queries against them, and do our own analysis. So for that, we are establishing a SQL connection here. That is what I've created and I've given permission for. Then I'm opening the connection, I'm checking if the user is there or not. So how am I going to do that? So I'm saying select count star from users where username is what the user has entered. So say if somebody enters Radhika as a username, immediately the code is going to check if there's any Radhika already in our users table, and then it's executing that query. And if temp equal to 1, we are initiating a temp, right, which is converting it to string. So I'm saying if the temp is equal to 1, that means if there's a Radhika that exists in our tables, we are saying check the password now. So we are saying select password from users where username has entered this. So we are saying check what password we have on the data on the tables and see what password the user has entered. And we are saying if the password is equal to what the user has entered and to what we have on the tables, then it's a success, and then redirect them to the advanced version of the website, which will have the extra options such as profile and schedule an appointment. And if it does not match the password, then we are just going to write a response saying incorrect password. So this means that the user can either re-enter the password and the username, or they have to check what's wrong with the password. And here if you see, this is the if and else thing here. So if is when the username matches, all this happens. But if the username itself does not match, then we are saying username is incorrect. So please go and check your username. Maybe you don't have an account, so go sign up, or like just check your username again, right? So let's look at the sign up page also quickly. That will just give us an idea, because in the sign up page, when we go to the sign up page, we say create an account, we don't have any information for that user in our tables, in our database. So what we need to do is, as the user enters, we need to store that information in our tables, so that when the user tries to log in the next time, we need to be able to validate it. So let's look at the espx.cs page. And if you see from here, what I'm saying is, when the user clicks on the button sign up, all the information needs to be entered into the tables. So for the same table users, where I may have these information: first name, last name, email address, and I've created temporary variables at fname, at lname, that corresponds to first name and last name. And I want as the user enters each value in the text box, I want that information to get stored, assigned to this temporary variable, and directly get inserted into the table. So here when I say execute query, I'm executing the query, the insert statements, and then I'm also trying to insert into a different table called account profile, where I have the username and the password, right? And if this all is a success, then it says success, it's executing the query and it's success. So as you see here, it's a try and catch block, and if I'm not able to successfully insert, then I'm going to throw in the error that C# or Visual Studio displays, as that can help the user to understand what went wrong, and they can just re-enter their details. So this is quickly about the sign up page. Similarly, we have a donate page, we have a contact us page, we have schedule and appointment page. So if you want to quickly look at the appointment.aspx, we can see that here is the calendar, which all the dates and all the months and years. So this is select date button. Once the date is selected, it will display here, and this is the timing. So here if you see the SQL data source, it's connecting to the SQL data source to select the time, because we have a table that has all the times with half an hour, 1 hour, the whole time table, that will allow when the user selects that, it will be displayed here, right? So this is basically the code where the user can quickly within seconds access the functions and different features. But in the backend, there's a lot of connection with SQL Server that is talking back, talking to and back from the website, where we are doing a lot of validations, updates, inserts, and delete. And when somebody says delete my account, somebody clicks on it, then the account is going to be deleted. So things like that. I would also want to show you one last thing, the data connections. When I click on this on the left side, project connection string, that's a string that is the connection that I've created with my SQL Server, that this has access to, this has permission to. And once you click on it, you have tables here. Let's look at a couple of tables quickly. This is our users table. If you right click on it, you will see that open table definition. If you click on that, it will show you what all data we have. So an admin or manager can directly go into the backend tables and delete a user, or update users information, or do anything with it, or just create reports out of it based on different data elements, and use it for their own analysis, right? Let's wait for it to load up. But on a high level, this is all about the project, and given here is the whole code. This is available to all of you guys. You can just make changes to it. You can add any other features you like, or any other images you want to be shown. You can do all of that in here. So let's quickly look at this table. This has all these fields. This is the create table that we have used. Create statement, that's telling you which data element, what is its data type, what is the primary key, if it allows null or not, what its identity, and different things like that. So click right back onto the Server Explorer and click on the table again. say show table data. So when you say show table data, this is what's going to show you the table data. So here we have like 3 users with their IDs. I've not made ID in a primary key or anything, that's why it's just a random number. So your first name, last name, email address. I can update anything, go back to the table and update, insert or delete anything as I like, depending on what the requirements are. So show table data will show you what the data is. Open table definition will show you how you created those tables. So this is all about the project and the code. Please let me know if you have any questions, or drop me an email, or write your comments up here. I'm glad to be able to answer any questions. Thank you so much for watching again. You have a good day. Bye.